We're here to officially announce one of the biggest fights of 2024. Vasiliy Lomachenko and George Ferocious Kambosos will fight to unify the IBF and IBO lightweight world titles.
Look, I never step away from a challenge. I always want to fight the best. And the man, Vasiliy Lomachenko, is a guy that we have looked at for a very long time.
Well, these are two really accomplished fighters. Lomachenko is considered one of the greatest masters of the sport of boxing.
I was a man who wanted to take a world. I was very close with undisputed. But I can't because I lose in the lightweight and take my dream, take my goal. I wouldn't like finish on that note.
Look, this is the fight game. It's unforgiving.
Big drama.
Big drama in the last round.
Sometimes it's not about what you've been able to do, but what happens on that one given night. Any given Sunday, you can become champion and win it all. And that's what I did. I took my moment. You lose yourself? Yes, I lost myself. But I found myself again, and God willing, my time will come again. And now we're here.
Vasiliy Lomachenko, we're meant to do it many times, and I believe that's the next fight to be done.
I remember a time then I was a man, nobody wants to fight. Right now, of course, everybody wants to fight with me because I became older. But right now, I still dangerous. I still have my speed, my power, my condition. I just want to show my best.
I've accomplished a lot in this sport, but taking out a guy like Lomachenko, that cements my legacy. May 12th, I get to remind them again who Kambosos is.
Feels like falling down.
I love this sport. I love competition. It's not only a street fight for me. For me, it's art. Right now, I think I don't need to prove something. I just want to show my best and show again who I am in the boxing.
And here he comes, Vasiliy Lomachenko in his professional debut. This guy's a two-time Olympic gold medalist. Extensive amateur background.
This is going to be his debut, and they're already talking title shots within the next couple fights.
Lomachenko is a perfect example of someone who has sort of been through all the obstacles in this sport.
A knockout! How about that?
He is an Olympic gold medalist, turned to the pros, became very successful very quickly.
And new featherweight, lightweight champion of the world. Champion of the world.
Looked like Lomachenko was unstoppable. Looked like the man couldn't be touched.
What I've seen in Lomachenko's career, he kind of fights for the belts, back to back to back to back.
He started from the beginning collecting the belts one by one, and I think there's a lot of honor in that. It becomes like a game. How many can I collect? He wants to continue to set the bar for himself. He's going to continue to push for the biggest and best accomplishment that he can, and at this stage, it's becoming undisputed.
Jumps in, says that's it. That's it. The fight is over.
As a boxer, undisputed is the top of the top. Like, you're the best in the world. You're the best in your division. That's the ultimate goal.
There are thousands of fighters from all over the world trying to become a champion. Just one world title. But in this current landscape right now, we have only 3 undisputed champions. We have the great Canelo Alvarez, we have the Japanese megastar Inoue, and we have Estrada, who just won undisputed as a female.
Being undisputed means that you are the best in your weight division, and pound for pound, the best. It's something that isn't accomplished very often.
I think it's very difficult to become undisputed in the sport of boxing unless there's an unless factor. The belts are already together. So if the belts are already together, it's easier to become undisputed.
Loma's journey to collecting bouts has been very difficult, and it's something that I can relate to because I collected each bout in my weight division. So that journey is much more difficult when you're going fight by fight, collecting a bout.
In the professional boxing, we have 4 belts. We can talking about 4 different world champions. We can't. In the boxing, we have only 1 champion. It's undisputed champion, world champion.
He went out and got them belts, and he was trying to get the one that eluded him.
All right, you guys ready? Lomachenko had one of the toughest roles, I could say, leading in the lightweight division. He fought every world champion that had a belt in the time to collect and become undisputed. He needed one more belt, the IBF lightweight world title that I had in the moment of that time in 2020. He came to me to face.
The undisputed lightweight championship of the world. It's winner take all. Let's do this.
Dream about moments like this as a young kid.
It boils down to these moments right here. Who wants it more?
Oh, he's got him hurt. Look at this. Teofimo Lopez on the go against Lomachenko.
My hand was raised.
Undisputed lightweight champion of the world.
All his hard work that he did, building up to the road of undisputed, lost everything that night. And in return, I gained everything the same night, just in one fight.
There's no guarantees in boxing, never. But you can give yourself as much guarantee with the way you prepare, how hard you train, and how much you put into this sport. The rest is on the night. When it comes down to it inside that ring, I'll do whatever it takes to beat this guy, hurt this guy, put this guy away. Whatever has happened in the past, you can't sit there and just live off them achievements. You need to look forward to the future. Legacy is what matters to me. My only focus, my only goal is May 12th, beating Lomachenko. It gives me back to #1 lightweight in the world. Back to Kambosos is a warrior. It gets me back to the big fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, New York City. We start the action with this bout, set for 10 rounds in the lightweight division.
When you try to compare boxing to other sports, fighting one-on-one with another man, this is gladiator stuff. You're the one with that other man, fighting him, trying to beat him, trying to destroy him physically, mentally. It's all on you.
The most obvious thing is that you walk into that ring and you're alone. Yeah, you have your team in your corner, but you're alone and someone's trying to take your head off. We're not playing a friendly game of basketball. Someone's really trying to hurt you.
It's all in your hands. You have control of the situation in boxing. And other sports, sometimes you don't have control of the situation.
Other combat sports, they can kick, they can wrestle, they can use their 2 hands, they can elbow. But with boxing, all we just have is 2 hands.
We have to understand it's an individual sport. And because it's an individual sport, we get blamed for everything. If you lose, it's all on you. You can't blame your coach, you can't blame your manager, you can't blame your mother, your father, it's all on you.
George Kambosos Jr.
When it comes to that key found moment, you can have everything and lose it in that one night. Same thing implied, and it happened to me.
Kambosos versus Lopez, a true fight, a true war, a battle, blood, sweat, and tears.
What a right hand from George Kambosos, and the takeover went down.
I caught him in round 1, and then I broke him down round by round. That was the game plan, no plan B, bust him up. Now come round 9 and 10, I lost my composure a little bit, and I got caught. Kambosos got back up, grabbed his shield, grabbed his sword, grabbed his big heart, and went straight back into the fire. Did his cross, and knew that the rest was going to be history and legacy. And I went out there and destroyed him for the next 2 rounds. And I absolutely battered him to win all them belts.
And just in one night, just like Lomachenko had that experience, so did I. I lost everything that I worked hard for, and Kambosos' hand was raised as the new champion and king of the lightweight division.
When you become undisputed and you have all the belts and you're from Australia and you got a whole country behind you, and wherever you go, whenever you walk, everything becomes simple, it becomes easier. And that's not the road I always took in my career. And sometimes you kind of forget that hard road and you make mistakes and you fall into the bright lights. You know, you fall into a trap. I'm just so focused, and that's something I didn't have for the Haney fights. I didn't have that focus, and I was coming up against a very, very good fighter, an elite fighter, and he got me.
Devin the Dream Haney will head back to the States with every belt there is to grab onto.
I'm very proud to have stepped in there with a guy like that, a guy that is elite, a guy that we have a lot of respect for.
The beauty is, we've got a rematch clause. And you know what? This stadium will be full. And the simple thing is, that's where your glory is going to lie, when you actually get what you lost.
It was his night tonight, and all the best. And you're sure that the adversity that I've got to go through now, I'll be back hungrier than ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the main event of the day.
The unified lightweight champion will be crowned. Oh, beautiful 1-2 combination from Haney. Kambosos now a punching bag all of a sudden. Kambosos wobbling. Kambosos getting rocked with the right hand. Haney's got him where he wants him. Another masterful performance down under for the undisputed lightweight champion, Devin Haney.
The loneliest is when you don't come up with the gold, when you lose a fight. But that's part of the game. This is not like a team sport. This is not where you can bounce back or you can cry on your other teammate's shoulder. You got to suck it up. You got to take it as a fighter, as a warrior, and say, okay, we came up short today. I came up short. I'm going to brush myself off, get back up, get back on the horse. May 12th, I'll have my glory again. My time will come again. And I'm at 36 minutes or less of being back at the top of the mountain. Back for glory.
And now, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, the takeover,
The unforgiving part about boxing is that a loss to us is pretty much, especially in the modern day era today that we live in, where it's all about the Mayweather. Oh, any loss that you have, it's like you put yourself in the coffin.
If you lose, you're not who they thought you was to be.
Undefeated has become so important just to stay undefeated. And it's not like that in other sports.
The difference between Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James, Tiger Woods is that they've found ways of adjusting to their losses, redeeming themselves, getting back.
Boxing has no sympathy for any fighter who takes an L. One loss, one slip-up can change everything for you.
One day you could be the biggest star, and the next day you could get knocked off your pivot like this.
But hey, things happen. The redemption part is the best part.
It is over. Loma is back. Vintage form. And now the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Champion, Vasiliy Lomachenko.
What motivated you in those championship rounds in what seemed to be a very close fight?
You know what motivated me. Of course, 4 belts, 4 belts.
The man who holds the 4 belts is here.
Congratulations, and hopefully we can get it on. I will be ready.
Once you redeem yourself to a magnitude that nobody expected, you're a bigger star than who you was before.
Vasiliy Lomachenko, destined for greatness. And now here he is at 35, this moment for all the belts. Ready to go at it. Here we go for undisputed.
Oh, good shot. Got hurt. He hurt him with that.
On the inside from Lomachenko.
Hurt him.
Oh,
beautiful body shot.
Look at this work from Lomachenko.
These are the moments you dream of, a close, tight fight. The crowd is going crazy. You might be down, you might be up, you don't know. You gotta dig deep and you gotta find something right now.
And still, undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney! Devin Haney is 30-0. He defends the undisputed lightweight championship by defeating Vasiliy Lomachenko in a classic. And you can see the expression on Lomachenko's face.
Haney versus Loma was an extremely close fight. There's plenty of people who believe Haney won, plenty of people who believe Lomachenko won.
I had a chance. I lose this chance. On the paper, I am not a world championship, undisputed world champion. But inside, if we talk with Teofimo, okay, it was a close. But if we're talking about Haney, it was not a close fight. I know, I understand, I win this fight. People knows about this result, about this robbery.
I think because Lomachenko has close fights with Teofimo and Devin Haney, that perseverance and determination is still very high for him. And those losses, those really, really close, controversial losses that he's taken in his career, he still believes he's the best.
Usually after a loss, the question is, what do we do?
Mental resilience for a fighter to bounce back after defeat has to be on another level. A lot of fighters don't bounce back from defeat.
Depending how bad the defeat is, sometimes people just say good riddance. And sometimes other people say, I don't think they'll ever come back ever again the same. And I think in those key found moments, it's more so, what more can I do now that I've lost everything?
You look at guys like Lomachenko, you look at guys like Kambosos, and, it gives you hope that you can, continue to make a name for yourself. You can come back. That's why I think that this fight is so exciting. These guys are put in a position to show that you can come back from being defeated. A real champion is someone who gets knocked down and gets back up and prove who they really are.
This fight rejuvenates my career, and I believe this is my destiny. The way this has happened, this is a different Kambosos that we'll see on May 12th.
You've seen fighters come back and do great things at ages that people never thought they could do it at. You just don't know. I mean, that's where perseverance comes into play. You don't know how much perseverance that fighter has.
Loma has been doing this his whole life. This is everything he knows. This is everything he wants. This is all he wants. Getting back to the top and winning this fight is extremely important to him. He's been through this before. He's been through this journey to collect these bouts and came up short, but I doubt he'll let that happen again.
Once by the river, I heard.
My mindset is I'm facing the best Lomachenko there has ever been. This is my career-defining moment, that Kambosos is still here. He has the IBF again. I feel like that belt is not meant to be for him. The one that is on the line now, it's the one belt that he has not been able to get. And it'll be the same thing come May 12th. I will take that belt, that another IBF added to my cabinet.
This moment, it's a very special moment for me. He's a true warrior. Of course, I won't win. For my motivation. And I can wait, go in the ring again.
There is no plan B. I cannot lose this fight. And that's the same, I'm sure, for Vasiliy Lomachenko. He cannot have a plan B, but I just feel like I want it more.
We'll see what happens.
Boxing is like a story, and you're waiting to see how it ends and how it continues. And this is what this fight is. It's a story. We have both had our career and our journeys to the top of the mountain. And now we'll get to see, is there a part 2, or does the story end? Legacy is on the line, world titles are on the line, Hall of Fame is on the line, and this is Australian boxing history. I'm looking forward to shocking the world again.
It's just the beginning.